This is going to be a sadder tone for a video. The allegations against me are true. I did phantom tax a Rizzler's Giat on my trip to Ohio. It was not very skibbity of me. I promise I will be more Sigma in the future if chat will just let me cook. Kai Sanat bless. Anyway, now that that's over, thank God, let's get started with this video. So today, we have a special video, because you're technically going to get 2 videos in one, in a way. So, today, I want you guys to do one thing for me, okay, throughout this video. I need you guys to do one thing. Oh, first I should probably explain what's going on. This is total drama without plot armor. But the thing is, I'm going to be also naming who gets eliminated and who is in the low categorization. And you guys, down in the comments, are going to list the final total of how many times Heather could have been eliminated, because I'm going to name all the times where she could get eliminated, and that will show if you watch the whole video. Speaking of watching the whole video, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, that way you'll see whenever I upload. I have a, every 100 subscribers I'm forced to sing a song. So, if you want me to suffer, then please subscribe. At 800 subscribers, I will be showing pictures of my Ezekiel cosplay that I did. And 1,000 subscribers, well, I might reveal a little bit of fanfiction that I wrote a while ago. It wasn't even fanfiction, it's kind of like a script for a season. But, and I will also be naming this community. We also have a sub-season, so feel free to check that out. You can also vote on my videos, because we are a democracy here, in my community tab. Every time I'll let you guys vote for which video I do, so. Yay! So let's start with the first episode. Not So Happy Campers. There's no plot armor. And now this might be a hot take, especially for a person who loves Ezekiel as much as I do. This wasn't plot armor. It wasn't plot armor. Sure, they definitely did this to save Courtney's butt, but, this was supposed to be Ezekiel's character, and it was gonna happen sooner or later. So, is probably gonna happen second episode. Let's be real. He's just gonna open his mouth the moment his team loses, and it's just going to be like, well, they're the ones that have 6 girls. Poor sheltered boy. Man, I'm trying to make it so that my head doesn't go completely off the screen. Maybe I should make my head smaller. Is my head too big? I'm the only TD VTuber, which is pretty neat. Make sure to vote for me for best TD VTuber, I guess. If that exists. So, first we're going to get into Not So Happy Campers. Notice I didn't put 2 because you guys all know what I'm talking about. So obviously Ezekiel says the sexist thing, Courtney is saved, so the low in this case would be Courtney, and the out would be Ezekiel in this case. Moving on, we have the big sleep. In the big sleep, everybody has their little thing where they're like, oh man, this is very sucky that we have to live through this, I guess. But the thing is here, Eva gets out the same way with Harold and Low and Eva and out, because We all knew this Eva thing was coming, and it was directly influenced by Heather, who is on the other team, which means that this was not something that the writers planned out to be like a let's save Heather thing or something like that. This was a direct, like, yeah, Eva was gonna do this, and Heather's just the one who constituted it. Now, Harold is the low, Eva's the out. This is completely fair. Harold being in the low due to the fact that... Did I even need to explain it, Courtney? Okay, I should probably explain Courtney if you guys don't remember the first episode well enough. She was annoying as hell. Anyway, and she did not jump. Meanwhile, Eva, for the big sleep, had a anger management issues moment, and Harold was snoring. Apparently. Gosh! Anyway, now we have Dodgebrawl. The episode opens with the two teams gathered in the main dining hall. We have all this sort of thing. We have... Okay, so this was a little weird for Noah. I'm gonna admit it was a little bit out of character, but then again, this was the first time we saw his character. So, I guess... later Noah better, I guess, you know? Like, whoa. But anyway, Lindsay was in the low here, and Noah was in the outs. Lindsay probably because she kind of left the challenge after she got beat up to go hang out with Tyler. But I don't think anybody cared, because Noah just straight up was annoying and was sarcastic and rude to his own teammates. So that is also not plot armor. Moving on, we have, or at least my definition of plot armor, because plot armor changes from person to person. Obviously, this is an opinion piece. I am a YouTuber, after all. I am not a film writer, even though I do think I'm pretty good at a lot of things. So, but anyway, let's take this out. Lindsay complaining about running out of fake skin tanner. But she was never tanned. What the heck? How white is she? Holy crap. Anyway, so this is when the plot armor starts. You see, in this episode, Not Quite Famous, Heather and Justin are in the final two. Heather is low, Justin is out. However, why did Justin get out? He, like, carried his team as much as he could through this challenge. Like, there's no point. At the campfire ceremony, Heather gets the last marshmallow, eliminating Justin, much to Chris's surprise and the irritation of the rest of the team, who thought Heather should have gone home, as Justin walks away with Heather, saying goodbye to him. Okay. People thought I was mean to Gwen. Whatever. All I need was 4 votes against Justin. Lindsay and Beth were easy. Izzy's just crazy. And Owen, piece of cake. Now, that could be a little bit different, but I think the amount of people that would vote for Heather after that is... Okay, let's look at this for a second, okay? Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be a tie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would be a tie, which means that there'd be a tiebreaker. However, we all know Cody, Trent, Gwen, and Lashana would definitely vote for Heather here. However, Justin is a wild card. Heck, even Cody's a wild card in this case, because he's probably not communicating with Gwen and Trent. Which means that it is pretty logical that Heather would not get eliminated, and Justin would. However, let's take a look at it real quick. This is very hard for me, because this does make sense, but in the least sensible way possible. It just... Where'd she get that cake from, dude? That's what he's... Okay, I'll stop. But... Izzy's just crazy is not good reasoning. However, Izzy teams up with Heather and Lindsay and Beth every now and then, and Owen's a pretty good one in this case. So I'm going to keep Heather in for now. Just know that this is an iffy, okay? This is a very iffy situation. Because logically, Heather should be going home. However, she does have the most amount of votes on her side. Now we have the sucky outdoors. The two teams must spend an entire night alone. Katie and Sadie are both low. I'm gonna be real here. Which one between Katie and Sadie looks more fit? And personally, I don't think it matters in this case, but I'm... Katie's a twig, I'm gonna be real here. So, she's probably going home. Also, Sadie's more easily manipulatable. Manipulatable. Thank you, Mouth. That was very good. So yeah, Sadie was low, Katie was out. Now we have Phobia factor. Oh look, Heather isn't the first one who goes home due to a BS, completely BS reason. That was BS that Justin got out, but like, they did figure out a way to make it make sense, so... First of all, okay. The score is based on how many people could overcome their fear. The killer bass was at an unfair disadvantage in this challenge. The score is based on how many people could overcome their fear, but the killer bass only had 8 people, while the screaming gophers had 9, so they had a better chance of winning. LaShawn is the only camper whose greatest fear was never revealed at the campfire, but is revealed the next day that she suffers from arachnophobia, the fear of spiders. You and me both, girl. There is a few technicalities in this episode. Heather technically did not overcome her fear because she is trying to avoid the sumo wrestler. Trent also avoids his fear and just tells the mime that he can't get wet, which drives him away. Tyler technically completes his challenge as he is asked to stay in the chicken pen for 3 minutes, which he does. Harold technically overcomes his fear of ninjas, but his efforts do not count because he knocks himself out. Cody also technically overcomes his fears, defusing a time bomb under pressure by not running away and being there for the explosion, but his efforts don't count because he didn't defuse the time bomb. Bridget theoretically overcomes her fear, as her statement in the confessional indicates. However, her efforts do not count because she only escaped from the woods because of the garbage-covered Cody. Harold and Beth are the only campers who show no fear when confronted with their phobias. This suggests that they may have been aware of the nature of the challenge and used their real fears as a ruse. The final two of the season, Gwen and Owen will eventually face their fears again in the future, which they have yet to overcome despite successfully facing them in this episode. This is the only episode besides KD's elimination, Sadie's elimination episode where Sadie has any lines. Wow. This is the first time on the boat that something or someone is waiting for the eliminated camper. Okay. Okay, I'm just checking stuff. Was singing in the last... Okay, goofs. Okay, this is really hard. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so we're going to ignore the fact that this is very, very difficult, and we're just gonna get to the elimination ceremony, so... Harold didn't even show up to the elimination ceremony. He's already done with his team, and I can't blame him. Okay, so the people who are low here are Bridget and Courtney, and the person who is out is Tyler. Let's be real here. Courtney's going home all the way. She had a chance to just win it completely. And I'm not going to be... If you guys want me to do a what-if situation where I count all the votes and then move on from that and then figure out who actually won, who actually didn't, then make sure to suggest that. But, like, that is a lot of footage that I'm going to have to dissect, so we're not going to do that right now. Why am I gesturing with my hands right now? Okay. I'm gesturing with my hands right now, and none of you guys can see it. Okay, so... Next we have Up the Creek. So, for the elimination ceremony, we have Lindsay and Izzy. We never know who would get the final decision. But, like, there is no reason that any of this would be important for Lindsay. Why would you get rid of Lindsay here? So, Izzy gets out, plus she kind of sold out her team. LaShawna probably told the others about that. Yeah, she's out there. Now, when moving on, we have Paintball Deer Hunter, in which case, we have the two teams compete in a paintball competition with members of each team divided into hunters and deer. One member of the line stands up against the queen bee leader. Okay, so in low here, we would have Heather or Cody. This was a moment completely where Cody was mauled by a bear because nobody knew how to get rid of him, because honestly they would have to do something that would make him look really bad if they wanted to get rid of him. Now, they could have just medically evacuated for him, but they had to make up a bullshit lie about how he was, like, not useful in the challenges anymore. which was kind of funny. Like, he didn't even get shot by a paintball or anything. He was escaping around, dude. Anyway, so I'm going to say Cody and Heather are low again. Cody gets out, but this is due to medical evacuation, which I will always stand for. I hated the idea of the fact that they were like, but he's not so useful, when he was literally mauled by a bear. And it should have been a Wayne and Raj type situation. That was, like, really overly cruel. Anyway. Take a sip of my water. Okay, if you can't take the heat. Now the episode begins with all this stuff, hubbity bobbity boo. Oh, this is another situation where Heather's low. Okay, so Heather is low, Beth is out. The reason they get rid of Beth is due to the fact that she had the idol on her, which was causing her team bad luck. It was supposed to cause her bad luck according to the thing, but it was cursing the rest of the team. So they did get rid of her in light of that situation because... yeah. Just because. It's fair, though. Like, these two eliminations, both are where Heather should have gone home, but there's a legitimate reason for why these guys go home. For Cody, it was not built up but for a while. For Beth, it was built up for a while, and she just happened to show her elimination card at that point. The flag came up probably earlier in the episode even. I'm not sure. They probably, like, zoomed in on that. I don't remember that episode too much. Now you have Who Can You Trust? So, looking at this one, we have the Killer Bass elimination ceremony, where we have Harold and Sadie. Yeah, Sadie's going home same as normal in this one. Let's be real. Let's say, like, Tyler is the one who's getting shot at here. It's still gonna be the same. Sadie's got horrible aim. She's hits the person. Nobody's really happy with her. Moving on. Most of these have been the same so far. Heather's made it pretty far. So now we have basic straining. Harold is forced to leave the camp and is sent to the infirmary by Chef after ingesting too much mud. Oh. Yikes. So this is a point where Harold rigs the votes in order to get rid of Courtney when he would obviously be going here. However, that was stupid. You know who's going home? Duncan. Duncan is going home in this episode. Why, do you ask? Because that's who Harold should have been gunning for in the first place. I mean, it was slightly more believable that Courtney would go. Because, you know, you had these people in. But, because they were closer with Duncan than they were with Courtney. But, this makes sense, and I will keep it that way, because now we get rid of Duncan pretty early. Now, we move on to the episode X-treme Torture, in which the people who were low and out were... Low was Duncan, Harold was out. So now, we obviously know who gets out here. The rigged votes, it was low with Harold and out with Courtney, but now it's going to be a situation where Harold did the thing and he still gets out for it. However, I'd say the person who is probably low would be... Let's see. Jeff, probably. Probably Jeff. So moving on, we have the Brunch of Disgustingness, which is boys versus girls. So now, let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, so in this, there is no elimination, therefore I don't really need to do anything. I could say who wins with the boys versus girls, but honestly, it does not matter because no one goes home. So, now we've moved on to No Pain, No Gain, which is the Merge Challenge, in which Eva and Izzy return. So now, of these two, Eva returns just to be a pillow for Heather due to the fact that Heather needs someone worse than her. Okay, so we get rid of Eva here, easy. Now we have Search and Do Not Destroy. So they try to find the keys, the Trent and Heather kiss happens. However, Heather just happened to find immunity in her little bottle there, okay? That was a little weird, don't you think? So, that is completely plot armor, in which Heather goes home. Because that is the most plot armor we've seen so far. In every other case, there has been a logical explanation for why Heather has survived the elimination. Eva's anger management issues, Cody's medical evacuation. Medical evacuation, that's what I'm sticking with. Okay, they want to get rid of, let's see, Beth because she had the cursed idol. But Heather goes home here. Unless we count looks like Trent is going down. Trent, you messed up, dude. You leave us no choice. I really feel like I made such awesome friends here. It's hard for me to vote anyone off. I'm really getting into this game. I could play those losers like a violin. Yeah, you can't because you just got immunity there. So now we're getting rid of Heather here. Now we have Hide and Be Sneaky. Okay, let's take a look at this. So, the people who are low in this case are Owen, Duncan, and Bridget. All of whom have received a number of votes. Owen gets his marshmallow, leaving Bridget and Duncan in the bottom two. Duncan gets the last marshmallow, and Bridget is voted off the island, much to everyone's shock, including Chris, who knew the answer but was still surprised. Before Bridget leaves, Jeff confesses to her that he didn't vote her off. Okay, so the people who received marshmallows here, or the people who won this challenge were LaShawn and Heather. For safe, we had DJ, Jeff, Gwen, Izzy, Lindsay. For low, we had Owen, Duncan, and Bridget. Why was Owen low? Why was Owen low? Owen accidentally tells Gwen about the guy's alliance. Gwen is so upset that she actually pats him on the head and sarcastically says, wow, I really had to drag that out of you. But Owen mentions that LaShawn is missing. But Heather thinks it should be Owen because he's creepily happy all the time. She tells them that Lindsay agrees with her. Izzy points out that Owen is the nicest guy with the island. So, the reason that Owen gets close to getting voted off so the real reason that we could vote anyone off here, because let's take a look at this, right? Let's think about this. Bridget got skunked. DJ and Jeff are definitely safe. Lashana actually won the challenge. Lindsay is really likable. Tyler is likable. Owen is pretty likable, and now they don't have Heather to convince him to get low. Shotty got low, you know. And now we have Gwen here. Nobody wants to get rid of Izzy, so it's gotta be Bridget here. Now, if Heather was still in, or Duncan would also be a good vote here. However, we don't have Duncan anymore as a blockade. So, now we have that's off the chain. So the people, so originally, Heather's a two-faced backstabbing, lying little beep, except we don't have that now. Aren't you guys happy that Heather had plot armor now, bitches? Anyway, I'm just kidding. But Heather won this challenge. The person who is out was Lindsay, because this is a sudden death ceremony. Duncan and Owen technically didn't finish the race. Lindsay is actually the last one to cross the finish line. Okay, so, actually, let me check the timing real quick while we're on here. It was already a pretty long video. But, I hope you guys still watch these. I'm gonna be real here. I'm gonna have to make a pretty darn good thumbnail for this. So, Heather originally would have been the one out. However, the last person to bike ride, because let's be honest here, Lindsay passes both of them. DJ has no trouble. Okay, when the race starts, Owen and Heather are left behind. Owen is left because he can't figure out how to move the bike, and Heather is left because the bike literally won't move. As Gwen pedals her bike through Duncan's dust, Lindsay easily passes both of them. DJ has no trouble with the bike at first, but starts to fall apart. This causes both of them to crash painfully into a pile of bike parts. Then Heather shows up and pushes the bike by hand, unaware of the mess that DJ and Jeff have made in front of her, causing her to crash as well. Still stuck, Owen. Okay, so it's either Jeff or DJ going home. Okay, hold on. I need to actually pull this up. 1 second. That's off the chain. Chain total drama. Okay, this is something where I actively need to, because I don't remember what happened with Jeff and... Okay, so here's DJ, he's biking. him and Jeff and DJ are chilling. Okay. Okay, so Jeff is slightly farther, which means that DJ is eliminated. Okay. So DJ is eliminated, and that's off the chain. We have Lashana and Izzy just straight up aren't even there. I guess we could say that maybe Tyler and... Nah, Tyler and Trent would make a mean bike, dude. Hook, Line, and Screamer. The final 8 campers go through a challenge where they are forced to survive a real horror movie. A psycho killer is picking them off one by one. ETC, ETC. Gwen wins. Who's the person who's probably the most scared in this situation? Owen. Owen goes home here. Because originally DJ is eliminated and all of them are up for elimination. However, it's a sudden death challenge due to DJ screaming the most and freaking out. He's eliminated. So, moving on, we have Wawanakwa Gone Wild. Okay, in Wawanakwa Gone Wild, the campers square off in a challenge where they must trap a certain animal. Blah 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 da ba dee ba dee ba do do dee ba dee ba do dee ba dee ba do. Okay, so the people that are safe are Jeff, Owen, Lashana, Duncan, and Heather. The person that's low is Gwen. The person that's out is Izzy. Izzy still goes out here because, let's be honest, people probably like Gwen more than Izzy at this point. Especially because she and Trent are having a cute moment, and Izzy's just crazy and doesn't have anyone to defend her at this point. Like Owen. So now we have... Okie dokie. Trial by Tri-Armed Triathlon. Should we put the weird pairs together, or should we just, like, put the couples together? Okay, how about we put Gwen and... Okay. So we have Tyler and Trent here. We have Lindsay and Lashana. And we have... Because we don't want to put couples together. It's got to be, like, weird things, you know? Like, weird pairs. So... Except each time it's one girl, one boy. Did they do it, like, based on boy, girl, boy, girl? He didn't say, did he? Okay, I'm just gonna do it this way. The team that's going to lose this is probably going to be... Well, it ain't gonna be Lashana Lindsay, that's for sure. They got Lashana in there. I'm gonna say that's probably not gonna be Gwen and Jeff. So it's going to be Trent and Tyler. The person that gets eliminated here is going to be Tyler. Moving on. Okay, Camp Havature, they have to get rid of one person. Who is a person that they dislike? Well, it ain't gonna be Lashana. It's not gonna be Jeff. They're gonna have trouble choosing between them. However, Gwen has more of a sour mood and complains about them. So, Gwen goes home. Moving on, we have Camp Castaways. So yeah, Lashana is the original one. Yo, dog, check it out. Being famous has totally changed my life. I'm just kicking it, yo. Got me some fly bling too. You like? Okay, so we got Camp Castaways. The person who is out is Mr. Coconut. I'm gonna say that due to the fact that it's these four, there's going to be no, like, plot armor in here because Mr. Coconut was such a good character and he actually did save Heather from elimination there. Anyway, we have their Yeti. So we have boys versus girls in this case. Okay, so... Okay, who's going home here? I gotta say, who's more likely to survive in this case? I'd say the girls probably win this challenge, so we're going to get rid of Trent here, who's probably good friends with Lashana and Lindsay. However, Jeff is just too likable. So now we have Are We There Yeti? No, wait. We just did Are We There Yeti? Huh? Okay, so now we have I Triple Dog Dare You. The person who is losing this is going to be... whoever has the least amount of pain receptors, which is going to be Jeff getting out here. So that means we have Lashana and Lindsay in the last episode, really. And now, why did I include Total Drama Island, huh? Well, plot armor allowed it to have a different season. So Lashana's keeping the money. We're not having another season. Lindsay wins the money. We are having another season. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you for watching the whole video. Holy crap, you have a huge attention span, dude. Like, huge, dude. Make sure to go outside, compliment somebody's hair, make the world a little bit of a better place.